I hate everything.
That's fair. That is a fair position to take.
Other than this beer and cheeseburger and ice cream and Oreos and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You want some of them chips? You want some of them chips?
I do not want those chips.
Go ahead and eat some of them chips, man. I got Nutty Buddies. You want some Nutty Buddies? I'm willing to share. I'm willing to share the feels right now. Okay, I don't want to do this alone.
Sadly, that burger looks really good.
It tastes like depression and frustration because that's exactly how I feel right now. After last night, golly, 4.3 seconds left. They score the game-winning goal. Season done. Done. A power play goal by Matthew Tkachuk. That guy. He's such a great player. He really is. And that's why I can't stand it right now because he's that good. Because I want him to be a Carolina Hurricane. Like, that guy is everything you want Andrei Svechnikov to be. Just telling you right now. He's everything you want Andrei Svechnikov to be.
The Hurricanes lost 4-3 last night.
They did. They lost 4-3.
Showed, I mean, once again, they outshot the Florida Panthers, as they did in all 4 games of the series.
Yep.
They lost a 1-goal game, as they did in all 4 games of the series.
Yep.
They battled injuries, which has been a calling card all season. And what I thought was, look, I get it. I get all this. I get being sad and all that.
Do you? Because I'm the only one doing it right now.
That's true. That's
true. Do you get this?
But that was as gritty an effort. I think that's all. That was as good an effort, I think, as the Hurricanes could put forth. Right? They go down 1-0.
Like 40-something seconds, like 43 seconds or whatever it is into the game.
You lose your all-star defenseman.
Yeah. I think you're down 2-0.
Right, and that's it. Right, you let go. You let go of the rope, and you lose that game 5-0 or 4-0 or 5-1. And that's not what the Hurricanes did. What they did is what they've done all season. They fought back. They tied it at 2. They went down 3-2. They fought back and tied it at 3. And I thought, we're headed to overtime once again.
Yeah, I would have thought that, but no. They scored with 4.3 seconds left, and it stinks. I hate it all. I hate all of it. That game was, like you said, Slavin goes out on a brutal hit by Sam Bennett. Legal hit, brutal hit.
We can talk about this later, but why is that a legal hit?
Did he leave his feet?
I mean, college. I watch a lot of college football.
No, but here's the thing: is that leaving your feet is a thing in hockey. Like, did you leave your feet? No.
I get it, but I watch a lot of college football.
Yeah.
And if you hit another guy in the head with your head, you're out of the game. We're going to the booth. We're looking at targeting.
Yeah.
We're checking it out.
Well, that wasn't a case of like lowering the crown of the helmet or any of that kind of stuff. So that's just kind of that's just reality of it. But he led shoulder first, caught him in the chest, but heads hit. That it's. I'm not saying I liked it, but it is a legal hit. It was a legal hit, but it is a brutal hit.
Yeah, no doubt.
And he got knocked out of the game. PK Subban can go whatever with his knocked him into next week. Like, no, dude, legit had like a head injury. Let's not make fun of that. PK Subban, you sucked. So, yeah, Stefan Nason goes out of the game, comes back for the start of the second period, but then he just leaves. Don't know actually why. He only played less than 4 minutes last night in the game, so you're down with one of your top line forwards as well and one of your top defensemen. And yeah, it was
Marty Necas had to leave the game for a bit after getting hit in the knee with a puck.
Yeah, he left first round. It's just a Charlie horse. He got a dead leg there for a little bit, but yeah, nevertheless, it was just they had to fight through all of that, to still come up that close. Because when the penalty happened against Jordan Staal, which the officiating, we can get into that a little bit later on, which was that was awful. Like, the officiating was just terrible yesterday, but Stahl's in the box, and you're like, okay, there's 57 seconds left. Just get through this, get to overtime, then all you gotta do is just kill a minute. Like, that's the thing. You don't have to kill a 2-minute penalty. You just kill 1 minute. Just kill 1 minute, get to overtime, then on the other side, just kill 1 minute. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Rob Brindamore, on how he felt the game was going, talked about this yesterday, about how he felt the game was going until they tied it up late in the third period. Here's Rob Brindamore from yesterday.
I felt great about the game, other than the start. The way we started coming on. Felt like all the other games, to be honest with you. We just really proud of the group, how hard they worked, and I deserved a better fate. I think so, to be quite honest. But just kept just like I said, you asked me how we were going to respond to this game, and it's exactly what happened. Guys went down. We're losing our best players. And we just kept playing, and from the seat I had, that was a pretty good game. Pretty impressive effort. And it's the way we've been all year, and in these 4 games, it's a tough way to end it like that. That's going to be tough for sure. But I'm just proud of what we built here and the guys that we have in there.
Resiliency of this group has been remarkable all season long. You give credit where credit's due. The resiliency is through the roof, and that stems from Rod. That stems from him. But it stinks. It's frustrating knowing that you look at the 4 games that were played in this series. You can go to a moment in every single game and sit there and say, they're 1 play short. 1 play short. That's it. 1 play short in each game. And honestly, as close as these games have been played, this should be 2-2.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It should be 2-2 as close as these games have been.
Carolina outshot them. They outchanced them. Bobrovsky, they finally got to Bobrovsky.
Yeah,
he didn't play terrible, but they got to him. They scored 3 goals, which is matched their output for the first three games of the series, and still not enough. I can't believe this is Cinemoji Toast Crunch. There are emojis now on cereal.
Yeah, well, some of us got to eat our feelings, and then some we got to express it in different ways. I'm eating my feelings right now. I've got cheeseburger, I've got beer, I've got cookies, I have ice cream, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, chips, Nutty Buddies, whatever it is. Because I know I'm like a lot of Canes fans right now. Because with fandom comes frustration. And with last night's result, it was super frustrating. I think a lot of Canes fans were resigned to the fact that, you know what, we're down 3-0. Daunting task to come back. It's only happened 4 times in NHL history. Never has once happened in a conference final. Okay, get that. Daunting to come back. But for it to end that way, where the officiating stunk, I'm never going to say the loss was because of officials, but the officiating yesterday stunk, and your best penalty killer, your captain, is in the box off to somewhat of a questionable call, because that same thing happened about a minute earlier in the exact same spot where Brett Pesce got tripped. Anything called? Nope. Nothing. And then it's Matthew Tkachuk. Once again, just the Canes killer. He had 3 game-winning goals in this series. And 3 game-winning goals.
The patience on the final goal
was just
to hold the puck and hold the puck with the clock. I think your first instinct in that is
just shoot it.
Right. They keep talking about that. Oh, you got to shoot it. Got to get it on net. But his patience to hold and hold and hold, and whatever you feel about whether it was interference in the net or not interference in the crease there, his ability to have that patience and find the net was truly remarkable.
The emotional toll yesterday was pretty remarkable, knowing that Slavin and all that went out, everything that they went through. Rob Brindamore on that emotional toll of losing Slavin early in the game, and other players, not only just throughout the game, but during the season.
All year we've had injuries to key players, and it's gonna, when you look back at this, for us, it's gonna be, in general, it's tough to get this far without your top players. Like the fact that we did that without the 2 of the top guys that we missed, we missed 1 all year, and then we missed Spesh, and to do it, to come in and actually outchance the team for 4 games, and in this time without those guys, and then lose Slavin and still continue to, forge ahead, and that's why I say I'm super proud of this group. I mean, it's tough, and we're not playing, but I can't ask for a better group and more out of what we got.
He sums it up right there.
Do you want to see more fire
right now?
I mean, I know that's Rod, and that's how he's going to talk, and that's how he talked all series. But
fire in what way?
I mean, there was emotion there, but not eating his feelings like you are. There wasn't the anger. There wasn't that kind of brimstone stuff. And
okay.
Look, it doesn't change the outcome. The series is over at that point.
What good does it do now, right?
And obviously the team played super well, so you're not going to be angry at the team.
Yeah.
But sometimes sometimes in other sports, other coaches, you want to see just a little bit more of that anger, a flash of anger.
Okay. But question: flash of anger towards what?
Well, right.
Or towards who?
Yeah,
I'm legit asking you, like, towards who?
Yeah, you're not angry at your team. He's obviously not angry at his team.
Angry at the situation?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he could have been angry at the officiating, but that doesn't help anything. when you get in those situations, sometimes you're looking for something like that, and that's not Rod. That's not who he is.
It's just not.
And he was proud of his team. If he had been angry at his team, that may have come out, but there was no reason to be angry at this team.
No, there's zero to be angry. Like you said, they're in every single game.